morning and welcome back to Willie's Firewood. For those of you that have been around the channel long enough, you know that we do a lot of firewood here. This trailer load that I have here, this came from the Northeast Forestry Expo, and this was run off of a variety of machines, different style processors, splitters, and the likes. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort through this trailer load because we're going to have a bunch of resplits. We're going to have a bunch of different sizes of wood. And I want to kind of go through what's in this trailer and which machines produced it and maybe what's best for you. Because honestly, it's different for all of us. This first piece that I'm going to pick up right here, this is a 3x3 split. This is like perfect size small firewood for home heating or for a restaurant like our barbecue places. This is exactly what most people want. You can pick it up with one hand. It's nice and easy to maneuver. That's pretty good. Then you've got pieces that come off the corner of the wedge that are smaller. This would be bundle wood, or some people would call it kindling, but it's a different size. And then reaching from the same spot, not really going far in the trailer, we get a big piece like this. Now this is fine for my home heating wood, but it's not okay for a restaurant or for bundle wood. So there's all kinds of different sizes in here. So we're going to use little red. We're going to fill the bucket up. I'm going to take the stuff that can go out to the roadside rack and fill the racks because they took a hit while we were gone at the show. And we'll kind of show you the process as we go and tell you what we think is the best size firewood for us and what I'm seeing now. And how are we going to make that firewood going forward? Because we're only getting busier and we need to be able to support our customers. So stay tuned and let's take a look at that. Okay guys, so we've got one bucket full. We've got some kindling down on the bottom. And then the rest is, the right size wood for our roadside stand, bundles, restaurants, that stuff. But let me show you the bigger stuff that comes off the big processors. So it's probably the smallest piece that comes out of the big processors, which for home heating size, that's okay, but we're going to split it in half. But when we start looking at the bigger pieces, this is what gets my firewood company business right here. Most of my customers don't want this anymore. When I grew up, this is what we called firewood. And it's what we burnt for years in my home. And if you look down here on the all wood, we've got a bunch of that bigger stuff there that we're pulling out of the load. So I find the trend more and more, even for me, is smaller split firewood. That's why I go after machines that are faster or that can do it more efficiently, because the more we have to handle and split this wood, the longer it takes. So we want to try to make it as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. So we'll pull all this stuff out. We'll do some resplitting with the all wood after. But for right now, I don't know what actually fits in Little Red's bucket for our roadside stand. So we're going to go see if that's $20 worth, if it's $30 worth. I'm thinking it's about 20. But we're going to go start filling a rack and see what we get. We've got some kindling in there too, so we're going to have to wait and see. So let's bring it out and take a look. So it's not a very big bucket on the tractor, but it's very nimble and easy to get around in our small yard, and that's exactly what I wanted when we were looking for a tractor. So for us right now where we are, this is perfect. I'll take it. So let's get this stacked in the rack. We'll bring you back. We'll show you what we get, and then we can go from there and see if all these different size splits are really worth it. I'm going to show you what a potential customer could get when you don't pay attention to your firewood. We're going to see how much resplitting, how much kindling, and how much actual real firewood we get out of this load. The load that's on the trailer is about 1 3/4 quarters. So we'll see what it ends up being. All right, status report. We've got one stick of firewood. The rest of that is kindling and softwood. And we filled one $20 stack. So that's going to be another $5 worth of kindling. So we know that Little Red's bucket stacked level is $25 worth of wood roughly. So that means that it is half of a sixth, so it's about a 12th of a cord, 12 buckets to a cord if we stack it level like that across. Because these $50 bins right here are 1/6 of a cord. So we know that 12 of those is going to make a cord now. So now we can see just how much of what we get is on that trailer and what we end up with. So it's starting to rain. This is probably going to get put on pause, but we'll finish and we'll let you know what we get. Boo-boo, I fell off the ladder onto the concrete floor and it broke my fall. It's not broken, but it's swollen, you can see. Hopefully some free wood's gonna make this feel better. That one's gonna be sore for a few days. I was trying to hang up some lights to get the house ready for sale and lost my balance because I didn't have my ladder properly on the ground. So practice ladder safety, it's important. Otherwise you'll end up looking like me. But I'm going to show you this load of wood. You're going to see the various sizes that are in it so that you can see what I was talking about. We're anything from giant to kindling. So here's the load, and you can see just the assortment and size of pieces that are in here. It's anything and everything. So we'll get it cleaned up, sorted up, resplit. We'll do what we got to do with it, and we'll make it go away. But we're gonna go get a load of free oak at that. I don't get much oak, but we'll take what we can get. So first I'm gonna go ice my elbow a little bit more, then we're gonna go get the wood. All right, so we're here. Let me show you what we're getting for free oak here. So they've got all the smaller stuff on the ground. Then we got that big stem. They're gonna come with the bucket truck and they're gonna piece it down and put it right in the dump trailer for us. So I'm gonna start loading some of this smaller stuff until they get here. And then we'll get this stem knocked down. So let's get to work. Loading it the easy way. I was loading by hand, but he's here with the machine now, so makes it quite a bit quicker doing it this way. Then we'll take the stem down, load it in the trailer, and off we go. This is where we went when we hung those Christmas lights in a video last December. This is the same place. The river's down behind us there. And this guy's taking this oak tree down because it was in the way of the garage. And we're gonna get the wood from it. So that's a nice thing. So we'll get this stuff loaded up and then we'll show you what we got for a load when we're done. Quicker loading it this way than it was me picking those pieces up by hand. Even the small ones, he's pretty quick with his machine. This won't take long. Got a whole bunch right there. Dirt off for us, that's cool. Be some good firewood. We're gonna use this for the barbecue restaurant. So all the bigger stuff will go to the barbecue restaurant. We'll take all the bark and all the smaller pieces and we'll put it into firewood for either myself or for someone else. will just get in and give it a little shove. She'll be on the ground. Just like that. She's down. Make some good barbecue wood right there. That's a big stick of oak. And then the butt log. Grapple's nice. Like that. Nice full trailer. Look at that. Even gets the wedge for us. Cherry on the cake. So now that we're back, it's decided to rain yet again. There's our load of oak and our load of splits. So I've got myself buried in with the tractor. I can't get the tractor to the racks. This is going to be part of our 5-quart order in the morning. So we filled a 20 and a 30 and a few sticks and that 30 there, and we filled one bin almost with kindling. We'll keep working on those a little bit as it goes, but it's raining. I gotta ice my elbow. So this is restaurant wood. This is all gonna get delivered to the restaurant. That's probably Tuesday or Wednesday morning. It's gonna be busy. So I'm hoping my poor ladder skills don't hurt this week's production too much, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't have to lick my wounds too bad, and we can still keep doing what we need to do with firewood. But remember guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. I'm hoping the ice is going to help my elbow, and we'll keep you guys posted. Let's pray for some drier weather, huh?